The juice is loose.
That's right, it's the ghost with the most, Beetlejuice, finally returned at last. The original movie released in 1988, which means for 36 years, our boy BJ has been trapped. But now, it's time. Or should I say,
It's showtime.
so, Beetlejuice 2, or Beetlejuice, as it's called, is real. It's actually happening, coming to theaters this September. But the whole thing is kind of crazy, because people have been waiting for a sequel for over 3 decades now. And all this time, fake posters and trailers have been popping up. I mean, they do look pretty cool though, not gonna lie. But now that we've got the real deal, let's take a look. Wow, it's the school from the end of the first movie. OMG, the bridge from the first movie where they crash their car and die. Whoa, the attic with the model town from the first movie. I know, I'm being a goofy little guy, but I think it's actually a nice trailer because it's more of a teaser and doesn't contain, like, the entire plot of the movie in 60 seconds. How refreshing. Say no more? I'm ready. I mean, look at this guy. He's got a real inviting aura. Comfort character? Question mark? But the movie don't come out till 5 months from now, and, like, I don't know, I'll probably be dead by then or something, so let's just rewatch the first one for now. Unless you'd rather do something else first, like, I don't know, click a certain button on your screen. Okay, so I just rewatched Beetlejuice and, good. I think most people have seen this movie, right? I mean, it's hugely popular, like you can buy Beetlejuice underwear at Hot Topic. I don't really want to go over the events of the movie because this isn't like a bad YouTube review where I regurgitate the plot and you are all my baby birds. The main thing is, if you say Beetlejuice 3 times, you summon him. Oops. It's that classic horror trope, just like Bloody Mary, Candyman, and
Biggie Smalls.
What the fuck is this? Hey!
I do want to mention the ending though. Spoiler alert, Beetlejuice ends up in a waiting room, and wow, look at that. The new posters got our boy still holding the ticket from the final scene. Now that's continuity. You know, one thing I always forget about this movie is that one of the main characters, Adam, is played by none other than Alec Baldwin. You know, that guy from 30 Rock, or from that voicemail he left his daughter.
I don't give a damn that you're 12 years old or 11 years old or that you're a child. You are a rude, thoughtless little pig.
That shit's crazy.
That's a cool dad. I wonder what he's up to nowadays. He shot and killed a cinematographer. Well, I don't think he's gonna be in Beetlejuice 2, fellas. But hey, instead we're getting Willem Dafoe as an afterlife detective, which sounds way better. And of course, Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, and Winona Ryder, OMG, the mom from Stranger Things, are all returning, so I think we're in good hands. And Danny Elfman, too.
Danny Elfman, what have you got?
Bum 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 bum. Dilly 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 bum 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 bum.
Jokes aside, I love Danny Elfman. Daniel and I went to his Nightmare Before Christmas concert a few years ago, and we got to see guest appearances by Weird Al and Billie Eilish. What an insane lineup, man. And now, the Elfman is back for Beetlejuice 2, and what could go wrong? Do you really think Timmy B would let us down? I mean, the man has never faltered, nary a misstep in his life, sir. You know, maybe it's just me, but I think this Tim Burton fella might be kind of a weird guy.
At what point did you realize I've arrived, I am successful, I've made my mark? Was there a defining moment where you realized?
When they make porno movies based on your films.
Like what? Which films?
Edward Penis Hands.
When Beetlejuice was made, the studio, Warner Bros., hated the title. They wanted something more marketable and suggested calling it House Ghosts. Good work, guys. They also would have been happy with Scared Sheetless, or apparently Anonymous Haunted House Story 39480. I don't know. Tim Burton forced them to stick with Beetlejuice, which is much more memorable, but the title is a little weird because it's different from the character's actual name in the movie. We can see it spelled on a flyer, on a TV ad, and on a tombstone. So what's the deal? Why is the spelling different? Some people believe it's the Mandela effect. I believe those people are mentally ill. Betelgeuse is simply named after the star of the same name, which you may recognize from the constellation Orion, or from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
One of his closest friends was not descended from an ape, but was in fact from a small planet somewhere in the vicinity of Betelgeuse.
So basically, it's just a play on words. Beetlejuice sounds like bug juice. Funny. And speaking of stars and space, the characters literally get transported to Saturn. That's what they call the weird desert place. Isn't that strange? What do ghosts in a sort of afterlife limbo have to do with a different planet? And apparently, in an earlier script, it was called Titan, which is one of Saturn's moons. And why are there sandworms that eat ghosts in space? You know, maybe it's just me, but I think this Tim Burton fella might be kind of a weird guy.
Then they did a sequel, which was really weird, called Edward Penis Hands 2.
Beetlejuice was a success. It made almost $75 million on a budget of just 15. So executives were eager for a sequel, but somehow it just never happened. So many writers came and went, and endless ideas were tossed around, such as Beetlejuice and the Haunted Mansion, Beetlejuice Goes West, Beetlejuice in Love, Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. You know, I think we're lucky the first film even worked out at all, because apparently the original script was a lot darker and had Beetlejuice as a winged demon who looked like a short Middle Eastern man, and I kind of want to see that. I mean, I'd watch that movie. I don't want to watch Beetlejuice in Hawaii. Thankfully, it never made it into production, but Kevin Smith, you know, the guy who made all this, was offered a chance to rewrite the script.
Someone in Warner Brothers said, we have 3 projects we could throw your way. I said, all right, what are they? And they said, one is a remake of an Outer Limits episode called The Architects of Fear. The second is Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. To which I was like, really, didn't we say all we needed to say with the first Beetlejuice? Must we go tropical?
The fact that Beetlejuice is getting a sequel after all these years feels like a miracle, but I know the world is ready. Just look at all the crap that the movie spawned. There was that whole cartoon back in 1989.
Lonely, confused, depressed. Well, so are thousands of friendless worms in our community.
There were some bad video games. There's a Universal Studios theme park attraction.
How about a high hairball?
There's an entire Broadway musical, which is really good. The song Dead Mom might be my favorite musical number ever, and Beetlejuice himself is played by Alex Brightman. You know, the has-been hotel guy. He sounds like exactly the same as both a demon and an angel, and I just think that's kind of funny, man. Our boy BJ even made an appearance on Community.
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice soundtrack and NPR podcast.
Wow, there he goes. But in the end, Beetlejuice's greatest contribution to culture is, of course, an episode of Teen Titans Go.
Called Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
Wow, I really wish I could watch more, but alas, as I record this, I see the sun begin to peek through my curtains, and but a single thought enters my mind. Indeed, daylight come, and me want to go home. Yo, you guys are crazy, man. We got 8 new patrons just from the last video. That's insane. Thank you guys so much. But now that the video's over, like, what are you even gonna do? Oh, here's an idea. Discord, yeah, come join it, and maybe one day we can have like a movie night or a game night, or I'm just kidding, we don't do anything on our Discord. You should still join though, probably, I don't know.